went over her face, and prepared to eat her supper. It was the first food that had touched her lips since morning. There was enough of it, however. There is not always. She was hungry. One could see that easily enough, but not drunk, as most of her companions would have been at that hour. She did not drink, this woman. Her face told that, too. Nothing stronger than ale. Perhaps the weak, flaccid wretch had some stimulant in her pale life to keep her going. Some love or hope, it might be, or urgent need. When that stimulant was gone, she would take to whiskey. Man cannot live by work alone. You can find this again online. The hero of the story, who's a puddler, is also an artist, and he uses out of the iron residue, he makes statues. And the bosses come in and sort of are saying, well, this is cute, this is interesting. And they ask him about the statue. Mr. Mitchell has picked you out as the man who did the statue. I'm sure I don't know why, but what do you mean by it? She'd be hungry. Not hungry for me, the furnace tender said at last. The boss's attitude. The doctor looked vexed, puzzled. Some terrible problem lay hid in this woman's face of the statue, and troubled these men. Kirby wanted an answer, and receiving none went on, warming with the subject. I tell you, there's something wrong with no talk of liberty or equality will do away. If I had the making of men, these men would do the lowest part of the world's work, should be machines, nothing more hands. It would be kindness, God help them. What are taste, reason to creatures who must live such lives as that? He pointed to Deborah sleeping on the ash heap. So many nerves to sting them to pain. What if God had put your brain with all its agony of touch into your fingers and bid you work and strike with that? Exactly, rejoined Kirby, the owner's son. I do not think. I wash my hands of all social problems. Slavery, caste, white or black. My duty my duty to my operatives has a narrow limit. The pay hour on Saturday night. Outside of that, if they cut coral or cut each other's throats, the more popular amusement of the two, I am not responsible. So I'm simply saying, as grateful as we are for Thomas Beaver and Abigail and the Grove Brothers, they didn't build this town. And so I'm simply saying thank you, workers.
There you go.
And thank all of you.
Monthly Lynn, Pennsylvania list appears October 19th.